Hello, family. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is KG Khotato Mokwebo, Mrs. Mokwebo. Welcome back, my family, my beautiful family. I just want to start by saying thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I would like to also say thank you to those who haven't, in advance, who haven't subscribed, because I believe that you, and I mean you're going to subscribe to my channel. Today we're just gonna chat about my pregnancy, the journey, how I found out I was pregnant, the birth, basically everything about my pregnancy. Yeah, I hope you like it. Let's get started. Guys, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this conversation because wow, I never thought I was gonna have a chat or tell anybody about my journey, but I'm actually also excited. But I hope you like it. I hope you will enjoy it as much as I'm trying to enjoy. I'm not trying, I am enjoying it. I'm starting to enjoy it because I know it's gonna be nice. Okay, let's start the vlog. Alright, okay, let's get started. Okay, we found out that I was pregnant. Let me see, I think September. Yeah, we found it when I was it was September 2022. Yeah? Wait, 2020. Oh my goodness, 2022. Yes, 2022. We found out we were pregnant September 2022. How I found out was that basically Nalema Habine, we did plan our pregnancy. We spoke about it. We literally said, hey, we need to have a baby. Let's just try a baby, let's have a baby. So we did plan our child. So the day I found out I was pregnant, I was actually suspecting because my periods didn't come for that specific last month. Let's say I found out September. A month before, I didn't see my periods. Then I was like, maybe they will come, maybe they will come. Probably it's just a delay. There will be that point where you feel like, hey, my periods are going to delay something, cycle change. Next day detected, next month it change. So you end up thinking, it's nothing. And I told my husband, like, hey, Habi, hey man, the periods are it's like, man, don't stress, they will come. Fine. How September, I think, I'm not too sure if it's first week of September or it was second week of September. I started being sick. I had a very bad tummy ache, very horrible headaches. I was always tired at work. It was just, I was not me, basically. And then, the strangest thing at work was that they kept on telling me, we're not pregnant, the way. When are you pregnant? And I kept on saying, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I know I'm not pregnant. But in the back of my head, I'm like, come on, girl, you didn't see your periods. 1 + 1, you might be pregnant. Fine. I got to a point whereby that day I was sick. I even told my husband, all right, you know what, I'm not feeling well. He had to rush to Pretoria that day. I remember he had to rush to Pretoria that day. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to walk to the pharmacy because we're not far from our pharmacy. It's a walking distance. So I woke up that day, boss, he went to Pretoria. I did what I needed to do, and I told myself, you know what, girl, walk to the pharmacy and just go find out if this is just a tummy bug or there's something serious. I got to the pharmacy. I told the guys, like, you know what, I have a very bad tummy ache. It's just so painful. But at the same time, I think I'm pregnant. I haven't seen my period as yet since last month. So the pharmacist was like to me, no, just buy this tummy ache pills and the pregnancy test, but let's just try and test first to find out if you're pregnant. I'm like, okay, no stress. I bought the pills for the tummy ache, and I bought the pregnancy test. On my way to my house, to my place, I'm like to myself, oh God, what if I am pregnant? I'm not scared, but I'm also nervous and happy at the same time. You know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna test. Even if Habi's not here, I'm gonna surprise him if I'm pregnant. No, fine. I got to the house. Because the worst part about the whole situation is that when the pharmacist was like, I was like to the pharmacist, okay, what should I do with the pills? Should I still drink the pills even if I find out I'm pregnant? He's like, no, man, nothing's gonna happen to your pregnancy if you are pregnant. You can still drink the pills for the tummy ache. I'm like, this guy. So I got to the house, tested. I bought 2. I tested 1. I'm like, hey, God, hey, please handle everything. Let you be the one driving this car. I tested. I think you have to wait 30 minutes. I'm not too sure how many. No, 3 minutes. I'm not too sure how many minutes you have to wait for you to see the pregnancy test. And back of my head, I'm like to myself, man, you're not pregnant. Well, you're not pregnant. There's no freaking way that you're pregnant. And I go bathroom, you can check out the pregnancy test. There are 2 lines. Matter the 2 lines, the other line is faded. It's not as red as the other one. It was a faded line. I'm like, hey man, there's no way. Maybe I'm not pregnant. Okay, I'm like to myself, take another one to make sure that this is accurate. I took another one. The second one was not faded, was plain red. Like the line is a red, it's a 2. I'm like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. I'm literally pregnant. By that time, I went to a funeral, my uncle, a month back. Was it August or July? Somewhere there. We were drinking. It was after Patinyana, we were drinking. Girl was, I'm thinking about that. Get pregnant, was drinking. What if there's something wrong with the baby? I was just panicking. At the same time, I'm scared, I'm nervous. The first person that I called was my mother. I remember. I called my mom. I was like, Ma. I was like, hey, what, King? I'm like, I'm pregnant. By the time I'm crying, I'm pregnant. My mom was like, how? Girl, why are you crying? I'm like, no, I might be pregnant. She's like, duh. If you're doing it, you're gonna be pregnant. Joking around about that. She was really, really, really happy for me. She was happy too. She was like, man, sure, that's nice. It's time, Pella, you married and you planned this baby. You wanted this baby. Why not? Fine. I calmed down because my mom told me to be calm, to be fine. I'm like to myself, how am I going to surprise this man? First of all, he's in Pretoria. I don't even know what time he's going to be back. What I told myself, you know what? Call this man. Call him and tell him to come home early. Because I knew he was going to come late around Boteno. Because usually when he's with his friends, comes late at home. Fine. I'm phoning like, babe, please can you kindly come home early, at least by 8 o'clock. He's like, what's wrong? Is everything fine? I'm like, no, everything is good. I just need you home, as in, please. Actually, I even said to him, no, before 8. I said 6 o'clock, you'll be here. Please be here. Fine. He's like, no, baby, I'll be there. At 6. Mind you, Habi came around 8 on the dot. I'm like, this man. When he came, I threw the pregnant test away. I was like, what is this? I'm like, read. He looks at it and like, wait, no, I'm pregnant. I'm like, what does the test say? He reads the instructions and what. He says, oh my goodness, it says 2 lines, you're pregnant. I'm like, I'm pregnant. Yay! Guy was so excited, guys. My husband was so excited. He kissed my feet all over. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be a dad. He kissed my feet. That's how excited he was. I was like, relax, calm down. Shem, he was so excited. Fast forward, we decided to go to the doctor. There's a doctor around our neighborhood. we just decided to go there just to confirm that we're pregnant, because we found out when it was a Saturday that time, and then we waited a week to make an appointment to come to the doctor, because the doctor's just right here. So that week we went this next Saturday to go confirm if this is true. No, we went to the doctor confirmed it. It's like, no, you're actually 7 weeks pregnant. I'm like, what you say? Like, no, you're 7 weeks pregnant. When she counts, you know how doctors count their stuff on the calendar and all that. I don't even know how long, because I couldn't even remember if I catched when did I catch. Excuse me. So yeah, she was like, no, you're actually 7 weeks. I looked at my husband, he kept on smiling. You know, he was so excited, and to be honest, he was so excited. Fast forward the journey. By the way, he couldn't stop. We basically told the immediate family about our pregnancy, because I told my mom immediately I found out I was pregnant. He told his mother the moment we confirmed at the doctor that we're pregnant. Then we decided to tell the other people, because obviously at home my sister knew the time I told my mother. That day I told my mother, because my sister's at home with mama, and my mom told my dad. I told my grandmother the same day. The next day, because it was a Saturday, so I called my grandmother on a Sunday that, Gogo, you're going to be a great grandmother, you know. So yeah, we basically told immediate people, you know, and then after we passed the severe what you call it, whatever it is, that space, 3 months, we then started telling people. I told my friend, he told his brothers and sisters, he told his brothers, he told his friend, I also told my friend. And I told my family members that I was close with. And yeah, you know, I believe it was a smooth journey in a way, but why am I lying? It was, you know, when you first time pregnancy, I don't know about other people, but for me, it was something else. I remember within that 3 months phase, I started bleeding. I didn't know what was the problem with that, because I started bleeding 2 months after, and I didn't take it seriously. But I told the doctor the time we were confirming, because the bleeding started around that time, the 7 weeks phase, whatever. That, look, I'm bleeding, but I'm not too sure what could be the problem. But then she was like to me, no, you okay, there's nothing wrong that I'm seeing, the baby's fine. It could be something else that's causing the bleeding. But then she gave me something for the bleeding. Then the bleeding didn't stop. It was just a little bit of bleeding, you get me? So it came to a point where, it came to a point where I was at work and the bleeding was too much. I remember that day, I didn't even tell anybody at work that I was pregnant. The only person that I told was my manager that I'm expecting a baby, because she kept on asking me late, and I'm like, what is wrong, girl? You pale and all that. So I had to sit down with her and let her know that I'm pregnant. But then that day, the whole office knew, because the bleeding was worse. I was panicking. They had to call an ambulance for me to be rushed to the hospital. You know, it was just something else. But praise the Lord who's in heaven. Everything is good. Everything was good. Everything was perfect. You know? Yeah. Fast forward. Hey, the time is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, guys, and bigger. By the time I'm using public transport. Yay, people don't care this day. Guys, hey, people don't care. Using public transport, by that time, people, you know, you need to sit more in your house so that you can be comfortable. As a taxi. When a taxi driver says, hey, when I sit down, you need to put someone else next. They didn't even care. You know how, you know, you can, I would say, sometimes I would even think, why would people be so cruel when you are pregnant? It's like, I was struggling with public transport. I don't want to tell you the truth. Like, I was struggling. You know, struggle. At the time, you're walking like a penguin. You tired. Woo! It is hot on the other hand. Yo, guys. Fast forward. I even told my manager, I was like, you know what? I need to take leave now. I think it was a week or 2 weeks before my birth. I think 2 weeks. Because I gave birth on the 3rd of June. I stopped working, going to work. I think last week, the last or second last week of May. That's when I stopped going to work and I went straight home. I gave birth in Rustenburg. Public hospital, guys. I gave birth to Josh Schmanger. Yes, Paul Kruger. We used to call it Paul Kruger, but now they changed the name to Josh Schmanger in Rustenburg. By that time, before I gave birth, because my sister had a baby before me, 6 months before I had my baby. Because my child and my sister's child, Basiana, got 6 months. They're 6 months apart. Wait, see. And when you should be back up the public hospitals. It's not a private hospital. When nurse tell you do this, do it. You are in pain, hold yourself. Do not scream, do not burn, hold. My mom even shouted at her, like, hey, when I stop making her feel this way, she will experience her pregnancy, birth, whatever, her own, on her own way. Don't put other mindset more in there, and she starts panicking. Mind you, I stayed at the hospital for 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because my water broke, I think 3-4 days before I gave birth. Fine, motor broke about 1 in the morning. Mind you, my husband he's in Joburg. I'm at home. My dad was not around by that time. Luckily, I have a friend of mine who stays in Rustenburg, so she has a car. I called her. I'm like, and you know, a day before, she even said to me, "Wena, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan in terms of transport wise? Do you know what is your plan?" I'm like, dude, I don't have a plan. She was like, what if your dad is not around and there's no car? What are you gonna do? It's like, we're taking you my last hope that if I don't have transport, I'm calling you. No, fine. I called her. She drove me to the clinic. We first went to the clinic, Yako Tlhabane. Unfortunately, not fortunately, yeah, we went to the clinic, Yako Tlhabane. Then, check my file. Fortunately, or should I say fortunately, they said, I said, see, we won't be able to help you here at the clinic because on your file they say that you have a severe or critical pregnancy, or you know, so you need to give birth. Or Josh Monk at the hospital. Mind you, I'm like, okay, I'll not stress it. Lebo, my friend, her name is Lebo. She's like, okay guys, let's go. It was me, my sister, and Lebo in the car because they drove me to the hospital. On my way to Josh Manga, guys, pain, but it wasn't really severe pain. But you know, mindset tell your sister how the pain in there too. But you could feel that contractions. You know, you could feel, you know, there's pain there and there, but it wasn't really severe. I got there at the hospital. They dropped me off inside, me and my sister. My sister came in. Luckily, there was beds. You know, public hospital, but one thing for sure, my sister and the label, they kept on saying to me, people were complaining about the public hospital because people didn't have beds to sleep on, you know. So you were supposed to sit on a chair until you get a space. Now I'm not pregnant. O shuba ka nna ke di contraction go itse go tshwae kae o tlogele kae o itse go shuba go shubile. Luckily, through God's mercy, I got bed immediately. No gona le bed it's the open. My sister ntlogela for le bag and tell her no, we'll call you tomorrow. Fine. Then the nurse comes. No, we were sitting on the chair and some lady came in, Lene, and I'm more the chair, some nurse comes and say, did they help you? They're like, no, nobody helped me, helped us. We just arrived 30 minutes ago. We're like, okay, no, come. No, but then I go some admin or whatever that they call it, the first room before they can take you inside. They took me there, the doctor checked the heartbeat, everything was perfect, fine. Mind you, it's having needle. I'm one person who is so afraid of needles. But that day, nearly or I need to make sure I give birth and get out of this place, because the way I'm in a public hospital, I don't want to see myself here. Excuse me. By that time, she's struggling to find my vein. Says, when your vein is not working, we can't find your vein. I'm like, oh my God. By that time, won't be left. Sometimes about another vein. But one thing about that nurse, she was so patient with me, because but you know how nurses are. Nurse to the young left. But luckily that nurse was so nice to me. No, fine, the doctor because the nurse came and check up early. Then the doctor came, I check her, I said, check her, and then he was like, no, you're fine. Walk with that nurse, where you need to sleep. I find there was another lady who was sitting next to me. Yeah, finally fine. Guys, but let's fine. Matati atamaya, some, I think doctors did it, like, those doctors, the intern, and there's doctors. Didn't check or no. When are you not dilating? You've been this inch. Check. Yay! Yo, Mudisana, check away. Yar. And it was unnecessary. How far am I dilated? Arewena or tipsy or tipsana. Nothing is coming. Nothing is opening. God, oh Jesus. By the time on the third day, fourth day, I wanna go and change it. They changed me from where I was to the next room. That day, I think the fourth day, contraction like I didn't better. Because the fundamental thing, like you see, but scream. By the time they give you the contraction, it's a little serious. Neck, you clap pain if I like it to have pain if I like a honorable. But 20 paling serious. By the time Batty de Maran, but will give a bed today. And that's the biggest tsunami. The hotel hair, how dilate or dilate. You, oh, monkey hands to scream, oh, yeah, too sad, doctor. By the time the other nurse was so irritated, because that one kept on saying, doctor, help me. So this nurse is getting irritated because this one is saying, doctor. How can you call a doctor when you know very well I'm next to you? You get me? So this nurse get irritated. I think she was 7 meters dilated, if not mistaken. I can really deep sana Then there was another doctor that night. When you need to be induced, because it doesn't look like you will dilate anytime soon, so we need to fasten the thingy. By that time, ke boleletse ka dilation gore motho ga o dilate o tla paine tsang ka o boleilwe ka thipa. Yay! I was so scared. You don't understand. The night that they were supposed to dilate me, and she called me with the intern doctor. The intern doctor and Lena, the doctor, came in and said, okay, can we can we see how far along you are, and check the scans and all that to see if the baby is fine before we can dilate you. I mean, induce you. How kele wire tipsy. At the same time, I'm like to myself, God, can I just give birth to my baby? I need to be out of here. No, okay, I don't come officing a thing. I check a scan. When how long were you here? So this is my 4th day. I'm going to the 5th day. When I think you, or like your water came out. A lot of water came out, to be honest, because since I came to the hospital, I started to stop. I kept on coming out. I had to wear a pad to so that the water does not mess me up, mess the clothes that I was wearing. So the doctor kept on saying to me, Yala, I don't think when you are the one who need to be induced, because if we induce you, we're gonna affect the baby, something to do with the water not being there to protect the child, wara. This, you need to go to an emergency C-section. I'm like, you know what? As long as my son is safe, I don't care. When I make sure you do what you need to do, and I'll be happy. The doctor was like, when in the morning, be ready. The nurse is gonna come. There will be another doctor who will come and take you to the emergency C-section room. Mind you, I waited. The next day came in the morning. My husband came because I called him that night for unfortunately they can't induce me because of situation like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna be operated on. To be honest, my husband was not happy about that because he just doesn't favor operations. But with what if God says you need to be operated, then so be it. So no, he came that morning just to check up on me. It's like, okay, what time are they taking you there? Apparently they say during the day. They said during the day because in the morning they said there was an emergency that came in that they need to attend to immediately. So maybe by I think around 3 or 2 they said they will work on me. Fine, perfect. I waited. My husband went back to my home place, and I waited. By the time the pain didn't tirang, I didn't sleep another day the day before. I didn't fopa. Woo! Ka ke bitsa mmaka go yutse ke sa itse ke mokra ka ale ko ntlung ma baby batho. Yay! By the time I was laughing at other people, now it's my turn. But people are like, consoling. I was consoling myself that, okay, I'm giving birth tomorrow. They're gonna work on me tomorrow. I'm gonna be operated on, and this pain will go away. In the morning, when my husband came, I was in pain. Fine, 2 years. I'm thinking, I'm preparing myself because that nurse said to me, no, when I just make sure you pack your stuff so that when they come, they can just take you. You don't waste time. Pack my stuff as I was in, because the pain comes and go, and and banzenzeli, that thing yamuruto. I forgot the name of it. Lone uncomfortably. It's like the pain comes from there. Woo! The pain was all over my body. I didn't even understand where to say who pain is here or hold myself. But it was just everywhere. Yeah, not true. How Dololando not coming. 3, 4. How some nurse came to check up on me. It's like, how I was supposed to be taken to the operation. Can't be in time. No, there's an emergency. And then not my emergency. No, this girl came from another hospital. There was no way we can leave her. We had to operate because of the baby's sake. So when during the night they will call you. During the night, they're like, yes. During the night, they will call you. You're 10. You're 11. My husband called me around 11:30 to say, okay, baby, how far you are there? I'm like, they didn't take me. Apparently, there's emergency. My husband got upset. I'm like, he was like, no, these people are pissing me off. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, bona ya chaya now. We are in the morning. My husband comes. Again, came in the morning. About the visiting time. I think about 9, not 9, 10. I'm not too sure what time visiting hours was. What time? What? Baby, didn't now it's again. I'm fed up. I'm in pain. These people have been saying Batlanta, and I cannot take it anymore. Before he came in the morning, got the visiting hours, there was this doctor. I think by the morning, the doctor came. I check baba, Lina and checker, hand checker. Arwena, why? Billy, she asked me, was like, why are you going for a C-section? No, now they told me the baby's big, and there was something with the water inside the stomach. But I must just mention that the baby's big. Lena, wait again. I don't know this. Lena complain. Oh no, there's no way that this baby's big. You were supposed. Musad, that's what I was told. I need to go to the emergency room. I'm stressing out too. My husband like investing hours after that lady and check. My husband doctor and they're taking their time. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm in pain. I cannot take it anymore. Knowing my very, very, very much, very impatient, my husband, very, very impatient man that I meant, he was like to me, you know what, Kate, I'm coming. Mind you, I'm thinking he's going to the car or something. He goes straight to the doctor's like, he's gonna give the doctor if anything happens to you or my child, he will not see the end of me. I'm like, you can't be threatening people. Now this is not Limpopo. Hey, that's not I don't care. The main priority now is you and my child. So if anything happens to you or my child, they will not see the end of me. I'm like, I am not getting involved. I just want to give birth. So there was another nurse that passed through. My husband shouts at the nurse, this hospital. My wife needs to give birth. Woo! Guys, it was horrific. No, then my husband left after an hour. Because the doctor said, you know what? Because the doctor told him, oh no, today, she's going to be scheduled to go for an operation. My husband was like, okay, today, am I going to go for an operation? Because now I can't take it anymore. I'm in pain. In the morning, Bona, I was the first person. That doctor came to the room, was like, guys, this girl, this lady, please, because I don't want trouble. Her husband, I'm polaya. No, I'm better. Bona, to the C-section. To the C-section or what? Operation room. I want one excitement. I remember telling the nurse Nantusa, and all that. I feel like I'm blowing up. When I get up and tear. That's how I'm feeling. Woo! God, wait again. God, no, come down. It's kapanya says you go sharp. Thank you for your wait again. Luckily, I got the operation room, guys. I gave birth to a very beautiful baby boy. It was an awesome day that time. I remember after giving so pepper also you know, okay, highly mushiman, okay, because by that time I don't want to be going back to the shops and say, wrong, whereas you know, something like that. But yeah, it was a really, really awesome journey for me. It was a really awesome journey, and yeah, this is the precious boy. that put me through hell. But I would do it twice, million times for him, to be honest. And yeah, that's basically it. My birth. And yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. I'm gonna close it off here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Khali comment mo di video tsa ka why? Khali buisepe, wa isling di maletse fela pula ke nna botho. Ke kopa le bueng le nna, have something, just chat with me. Tell me where I went wrong in this YouTube channel, in this video specifically. Tell me where I need to fix, guys. Your comments, your communication with me, it's helping me a lot. It's gonna actually make me grow and become better in this platform. You get me? But I believe you guys are gonna chat with me. You're gonna communicate with me. I hope you like this story, guys. And comment on what more stories you would like to hear from me. Maybe you would like to know how I met my husband, when we got married, the processes, yeah, the nyalo, and maybe I can just put a clip of the day we got married. Just tell me if that's what you guys like me to put. I don't mind putting that for you guys. So please just comment and let me know if this is what you really liked, and if you feel like this was a good video, and where some tips, you know, where I need to fix. Thank you so much for watching, and please watch till the end. Watch till the end, guys. Watch till the end. I'll see you next time. I love you all, and thank you so much. Bye.